going to go at the sound of the tone. Beep.
Blowout.
One down and 4 to go for Todd, Chris, and Andy as they cross the start finish line. Andy RTQ running in the 3rd spot right now. And now Chris taking over the lead. Todd still in the 2, Andy in the 3. Running in the 4 is going to be Gary, and in the 5 it looks like we got Justin. Justin headed down the straightaway in that number 5 spot running the Rockstar truck. Mel in the number 6, Caesar in the 7, John 8, Matt 9, Brian 10. We're 1:30 down and 3:30 left to go in this one. Race number 6 on the track right now. We got race 7, 8, 9 left to go. That is Pro 2, Pro 4, and the A Main 4/8 scale left to go this evening. Ty was. Ty TQ'd that warm-up race, didn't he? Oh. Watch out by the triple. Whew. Colby and Cy here need some shin guards or something. Two minutes left to go for Chris with a 3-second lead over Andy, with a 3-second lead over Todd, with a 2-second lead over Gary, with a 6-second lead over Justin. Our top 5 right there: Chris, Andy, Todd, Gary, and Justin. Caesar in the 6, Mel in the 7, Matt in the 8, John in the 9, Brian in the 10. Less than 2 to go. Your leader is Chris through the whoop section. Andy Kimball, though, reeling him in. Less than 2 behind now. And it looks like they're going to get through that traffic with now some open track in front of him. But Andy, his rear end stepping out on him at the end of the straightaway. Chris, though, bouncing off the pipe. Here comes Kimball for the lead. Coming over the tabletop, and Chris rolls it, but he collects Andy in the process. So Chris going to maintain that number 1 spot as they cross the start-finish line, less than a second apart now. Andy Kimball flying through the whoops. Chris looking good through the whoops as well. They're running up on the berm. They're headed down the straightaway. Who's got more motor? They look pretty even on that. No. But I think they know each other. I don't know. Through the center of the track is a battle for the lead. Chris with the bobble. Andy to the inside and the outside and takes the lead over. So Andy Kimball now moving into the top spot with Chris dropping back to the number 2. Todd still hanging on tight in that number 3 spot. We've got about 45 seconds left to go. 45 seconds left to go. Caution at the triple. It's all clear now. Andy flying through the woods, but not fast enough as Chris makes up ground and gets by Caesar. They're headed onto the straightaway 1 and 2. It's the blue and pink out front. It's the red, white, and blue in the 2 spot. 25 seconds left on the clock. They're going to make it by for one final lap here. And Kimball getting around some traffic as the traffic sends itself onto the straightaway. With 15 seconds left to go, they start their final lap with a bobble out of Chris, who's going to leave a good gap now between the top 2. Coming onto the straightaway is Andy Kimball. Coming onto the straightaway is Chris. They're about half the straightaway apart. One bobble would put Andy back to the number 2 spot and allow Chris to win. But if Andy keeps it on all fours and Chris into the pipe, so that's going to seal his fate. That is the nail in the coffin for Chris, and actually going to drop back to the number 3 spot as Andy Kimball crosses the line, taking the win. Todd done in the number 2, and Chris done in the number 3. Caesar done in the 5. Gary just once again on the outside looking in, done in the 4. Mel done in the 6. Matt done in the 7. Justin done in the 8. John 9 and Brian 10. That is the race drivers. Turn them off, come back out and turn marshal. Race number 7. You are up.